Good morning.
Don't ever do that again. Good morning, everybody.
Why?
How
Why
are you?
not?
Esta
Good morning.
mañana.
Good morning, Pat. So, wow. What a great day.
We've already had a busy morning.
It's been a crazy morning. It's been meeting after meeting after meeting. And
Yeah.
here we are.
Good morning,
We
Sheila. Good morning, Pat.
apologize for being late.
We do, but we're here.
But we are here.
Better late than never. Better late than pregnant. Oh, God, better late than pregnant.
So we have to tell you about a crazy story yesterday. So there's these buyers that we've been dealing with. They looked at a house 2 years ago, didn't get it, regretted it, oceanfront. So they came in and they're like, yeah, we want an oceanfront condo. We showed them oceanfront condos and there's not a lot. And they liked them. But yesterday, when we went to do a second showing, we had to leave. Because we had to go to San Pancho, and there is no phone signal in San Pancho. Don't expect to be able to use your cell phone in San Pancho.
That was insane.
So if you live in San Pancho and you're on the internet right now, we know how you got to us because they have no freaking phone lines. But we had to leave. So Christie talks to the agent and says, hey.
Who we trust.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Explicitly. And she's proven herself again.
So, yeah, we do love her. But she ended up taking them to telling them about another development.
Yeah, because they asked. Not that she was offering. They asked.
Not on the water. And in fact, it's
big. Like they wanted like 2,500 square feet at least.
And the price is more expensive than cheap oceanfront, which is bizarre to me. So, so they go there. They bought two.
Not complaining, but it's just a little
we're not
unexpected.
Because this agent, though, took care of them in our name. So she's getting a cut of this. We appreciate her. But still, how flippin' weird. Must be oceanfront. And they said, but this is for investment. The other one's for us.
So they're still looking. They may still buy another place.
Yeah, it was
Anyways, interesting. So Julie, good morning. Cheryl, good morning.
It was so weird, though, because there's so many times when the buyer tells us, I want an old Mexico-style condo. And they end up getting a brand new house. Or I want a brand new house. And they get an old Mexican-style condo with a walk-up 4th floor unit. It's just people.
People. I think a lot of people don't know what they want until they actually see it. I think that's just how it boils down.
And
so
the frustrating
but we're good with that.
Yeah, we are. But the frustrating part
I need
is
to
the
shorten the
salesperson
straps on this dress.
Is they tell us what they're looking for.
Yeah.
We define the criteria. But it's something that they're never even going to buy anyways.
Yeah.
It's so flippin' frustrating.
So.
I said flippin'.
Flippin'. Yeah. Yep, it's flippin'. All right, so that's done.
Yeah. Beautiful drive out to, from San Pancho. I was trying to get my cell phone. So I told the clients that we were going to San Pancho to look at their condo. I would do a Zoom meeting.
Right.
Because I expected no problems. Nothing.
We expected it to be like a real town.
So I'm trying to use my cell phone, not on the service. I shut my phone off.
Yeah, we thought it was
on.
Yeah.
I tried to find a different vendor for the cell phone, something just to get me signal somewhere. Nothing.
Nada.
Then I go into the condo. I'm like, is there internet here? Because I really need to connect with my client. And they're like, no, sorry. It was frustrating. Oh, I also have to tell you, when I walked into the garage, it was crazy. This guy comes up to me and he's like, I know you. And I'm like, well, my wife and I, we own a real estate company. He's like, no. He's like, you from Edmonton? I'm like, yeah. He says, I said, are you Gene? And he says, no, I'm Ian Gorda. I'm like, this is the guy who hired me at Costco.
Yeah.
I worked at Costco for almost 10 years. There's Ian at this condo. I'm 45 minutes out of town in this little condo. There he is. What are the odds of that? It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then what was funny was one of the coworkers is Jeff. So I said, Jeff moved here like 2 months ago, and he lives here full time. He's like, get out of here. So it's cool.
Okay. You can fix my straps, okay, because they're really long now.
They're really long. What the heck?
Oh, I lifted the top up because it looked funny. Okay, so Karen said that she thought you were going to break into a rendition of Oklahoma. We're very thankful he didn't, just saying. Just saying. So what's everybody's week looking like? Today in here in Bucerias at the Chedraui parking lot is why am I facing? You can face this way. Yeah, there we go.
Your boobs are gonna fall out here.
I doubt it. Um, at the Chedraui parking lot is the Bucerias Market. So I think we're gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. I think we're gonna pop into that after this, and then we're gonna head to the office. There, thanks, honey. Look at that. See, he is useful. All you guys said he wasn't. You're blurry. People can't see the scowl on your face. Or I'll just do this so you can't. Last night we had a wonderful dinner at
what's the name of that place?
Decapado. It is right around the corner from the Nino Cafe.
The food is flipping amazing, yet there's nobody there. It's very bothersome. We were there on a Friday night last time.
Yeah, and we were the only people. Well, no, there was another couple in there, or another person.
But last night, there's nobody, but the town was full. So you need to go there because the prices are really good and the food's really good.
Julie will be doing it right after this.
What?
Emailing the DocuSign. Yeah, the food was really good. John had fish and chips, and they were almost like fish strips, but it was good. Like they weren't fish strips, it was real fish, but they were thinner, so it was really nice and crispy. Their fries are amazing.
I got tons of fries.
Yeah, you got chips. Way more fries than I did,
way more
at
than
least 3 times more. But I had a chicken sandwich, which was...
I would say at least 2 times. Remember, you love fries, and everything is always magnified in your eyes.
Delicious, delicious chicken sandwich, chicken burger. Eric had the arrachera quesadilla, which he gave me when we went last week. He gave me just a little sliver of it because I just wanted to taste it.
He
and
also had the bacon-wrapped shrimp tacos.
Tacos, yeah.
Which was a very interesting spin.
I would do them, though, without the pico de gallo on it. I felt that was too... It didn't let the real flavors of the shrimp, in my opinion. And there was cilantro in it, too. Not much, though, so it was okay, but...
Yep. Very lovely.
But yeah, all in all, delicious. Delicious.
It is very difficult because we have so many restaurateur friends. And it's
yes.
like, who do we go to?
Well,
and
we can't,
we can't
go to the same restaurant all the time. We do try to go to different restaurants, but you go back to your favorites. Actually last night after that, we went.
It's been 2 years since we've done this type of stuff, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Because even during COVID, there was really nothing to do.
So during COVID, there was a few restaurants that we went to them all the time.
Suka, baby, when it was on the water.
It's still on the water when it was on Las
No, but when it was in a good location.
It's still a good location.
It's not a good
different.
location. You have to go through freaking.
You have to go through. Yeah, the roads are not great. Then we went up to the snack bar for a cocktail afterwards.
Oh yeah,
because it was his last night, so he wanted to just get out there and do a little bit of stuff. So,
yes, I have to tell you, on the their drink menu. The waitress who's been there for over a year.
No.
No, she's not been there for 2 years, but she's been there for a while.
No, a few months is it. Oh. That's what she took. Because I asked her about those flags.
So even a few months, there's the drink menu. There's maybe 10 drinks. So I said, what is the banana monkey? Because to me, love chocolate, love bananas. So she's like...
And he likes early drinks.
I have no idea. Nobody's ever ordered one before. I'm like, what? So then why don't you find out? So she's like guessing. She's like, maybe some milk, maybe a banana. Maybe chocolate. I don't know. So then she's like, comes back and she's like, well, it's got this, and this. And I'm like, you know what? No. Because she's like,
but we don't have any bananas.
We don't have any bananas.
Because nobody ever orders it.
So I said, well, I'm fine. I can use another drink. And she's like, no. Eric's across the table saying she can go downstairs.
Yeah, Kiosco is right there. So we're at the snack bar up above Kiosco there on the plaza.
So I had a banana monkey, which essentially is a milkshake with some rum. That's
banana chocolate milkshake with rum.
Pretty much it. It was really good. I mean,
John says it would be better without the rum.
It would be better without the rum. It would just be a milkshake.
And I had my traditional margarita, and they actually do a pretty good margarita up there, which is sad to say that there's a lot of restaurants that do really not good margaritas.
Yeah.
So also I want to say good morning to Wendy and Sherry.
Hello.
Welcome. Wendy, You're here, right? You're not in Red Deer. Sherry, I know you're not here. And Pastor Freddie, buenos dias,
Hello,
senor.
hello.
Catherine, good morning. I hope we entertain you like we were sort of did yesterday while we were fighting. We got over it.
Fighting. We were fighting?
Arguing.
We were?
About the truck.
What about?
Oh, no, don't make me start it again or I'll just get mad.
We don't really fight on here. Well, sometimes we kind of do. My mom apparently can tell the difference.
We were disagreeing because I was right and he was wrong.
Well, which is why that thing at the restaurant.
That's right. So I did check in, and I didn't check in at the Decopada, or however that's pronounced. I meant to ask the waitress how to pronounce it. I wanted to be able to say it right, and there was another family that came in with a bunch of young boys, like late teens, early 20s. So we were chatting a little bit, and I was telling them how good the food was, and then
Christie was tramping around with my buddy because I had a meeting.
Oh, yeah. John had left already because he had a phone call, but that was his decision. He decided that he would still want to go out for dinner and do the phone call.
Now, I did tell her I'm going to go to the office, and she's like, that's weird. There's no chairs. And I just looked at her weird, like, what are you talking about? So I go get the office keys. I go to the office, and then she's like, oh, I thought you meant the other office. I'm like, why the heck would I go there? There's no chairs.
But I just assumed because we were right around the corner from our old office, which is still we still have it, right? We have it till the end of the year. Anyways, so yeah, no, it's funny. But anyways, this family with their kids, one lives in Hawaii, one's in university. So this was kind of their Thanksgiving get together, and they chose to come to Puerto Vallarta or to Bucerias. And one of the boys, the one that lives in Hawaii, Eric asked if he was going to go surfing. And this young man's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I broke some ribs last week. And his older brother says, yeah, surfing.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so then something else was said. And then they said, yeah, I probably won't go surfing. And I'm like, yeah, famous last words. I have boys that are now young men. Yeah, I don't believe you. So anyways, yeah, no, it was cute, but the food's good there. Long story short, the food's good there. John missed so much fun.
I did.
We talked.
I thought the waitress was hitting on me because she thought you and Eric were a couple.
Well, that other couple thought Eric and I were a couple until I said, oh, my husband, who pointed to the empty chair. They'll probably think, that woman's crazy. Her husband was on the other side. How many beers has she had today?
4.
I only had 1. Anyways. Yeah, so that was our day yesterday. It was a very exciting day. It was a very long day because we started early.
Well, we came home expecting that we were going to go out for dinner right away because we hadn't eaten yet. And then we got the phone call that they signed paperwork. We're like,
oh, darn it, we made money. Geez, that's terrible. Instead of going to eat a half an hour earlier. No, so it was good. We ran into Larry of Jolene and Larry, who are here, and Larry was walking little Charlie. So
I like Charlie.
Charlie's a sweetie. She's a beagle with a big bark.
Huge bark.
And then this morning, Zach came to pick something up that Amazon delivered yesterday. And
what was that?
His new iPhone case, because his iPhone case broke.
Oh, I looked away.
Hello from Vancouver, but you guys are on your way here, right, Kevin? Like you're flying today to Vallarta, right? I think that's what I saw.
Yeah, I thought he was in Calgary right now, and he's coming today.
Well, he just said hello from Vancouver, so he's either lying to us.
You're lying.
Where you are, Kevin? Are you lying to us? Good morning, bud. How are you this morning?
Yeah, I guess Vancouver is an international airport.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that is.
I do have to tell you guys, though, it was funny because this conversation that I had.
He says yes. Yes, you're lying to us. Yes, you're in Vancouver. Yes, you're in Calgary.
So I was chatting with some folks that live in Kelowna. They're trying to decide between Zihuatanejo and here. And in the conversations, I think they kind of picked up where I was vibing. And she's like, I think we're going to disagree because I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
And then today she emails and says, I'm going to wear a mask because I said, I've had the freaking disease.
Well, and there's also a few other things. She has to get her PCR test right after that. And then she also has an elderly
father that's what I'm getting at is we had COVID.
Yeah.
We're good. So yeah, and it is funny because I think I told you guys there's now a lawsuit in the U.S. against the CDC asking for who has had COVID previously, who got it again and infected somebody. This is how many people? Zero, 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 zero.
Karen, I think the reason that the comments have disappeared is because you switched from John's feed to my feed. My feed does not have, unless I'm missing the comment. I better check. Carry on, John. I'm just gonna.
I will sing for you.
No.
No, I won't.
Don't let him do it. Where is it?
No. So we are in the middle, and this is something that I think would come in handy for our Canadian buyers, is that if I've got a Canadian seller and a Canadian buyer, we can do a deal in Canadian dollars. And the beauty of that is if you're not buying US dollars and they're not selling US to get Canadian, you
more
save
money is made.
More money
Yeah.
is made for the buyers
And
and the
saved,
sellers.
yeah.
Saved. So it's 1.5% to 2% typically from if you've got a crappy
Especially
bank.
on a larger sale like that, it makes a difference.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, if you're on like a $200,000 house, that could be up to $4,000 in your pocket instead of to some bank. We don't like banks at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do because they hold our money.
No, we don't like banks. Banks are terrible.
We do like banks. Don't listen to John. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
This is why crypto is such a great
If it's
thing.
real estate, he knows. If it's banks,
I don't even go to the bank. I haven't been to a
yes,
bank.
I did. Blonde moment.
I haven't been to a bank. Well, Christie makes me go to the one over here sometimes.
Every once in a while, I need his signature because he's the persona morale for the company, and that's what he wanted to do. So that's what you get for being greedy. 1% more so he could be in charge.
I can fire her ass.
He thinks he can. He also thinks he can outvote me because he's got 1% more. We all know that ain't happening. Say that again, John.
Okay, if I've got a Canadian buyer and a Canadian seller, and they want to keep the transaction in Canadian dollars, they're both going to save because they don't have to buy US dollars, which you lose. The banks take a cut. And you don't have to, the seller doesn't have to sell those American dollars to get Canadian dollars. So you're going to save anywhere, like I said, 1.5% to 2%.
Mrs. Haskins is very needy this morning. I need a good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marie. And my dress, it's just a little cute short.
Oh my gosh. Is it ever short?
Shut up.
You're really bright back there. Wow.
I'm bright everywhere.
I'm very fuzzy. Oh, there I am.
So yeah. So yes, good morning, Marie.
So today
what was that?
I don't know. Today we're going to the office. Our fair it's shut down, but there's always the stragglers.
Yeah.
They stay on the street. They keep their ride set up.
Oh, so Kevin's got a board, so he's gonna see us soon. Kevin, chat with you soon.
Bye, Kevin.
Thank you, Eva. She said it was pretty.
Yeah, you are.
No, my dress.
Leslie says, I'm late. Good morning. Good morning.
I was late signing in. That's why. You just wanted to make sure we knew you were here.
But we were late signing in also.
Leslie, too. Leslie and Marie were late. What's wrong with you guys? We start at 10.
No, we didn't. We started at 5.
Today we started at 5 after because we had a couple of calls and then we had to talk to the girls at the office because there was some things that we needed them to start taking care of before we get there. Oh, my goodness.
We also heard kind of a sad story this morning.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But the renter, so there's a client of ours has a renter that they are very adamant that this renter stays. It's not a deal breaker, but it's close. To Christie, it would be.
To me, it would be a big deal breaker. I'm not the one telling this woman she can't stay. I'm just putting it out there.
So she's spending a couple $100 a day for 2 months, more or less, to be in this condo.
Not cheap.
In this condo. Now, it turns out that her and her husband, she's single now. Her husband flew to this place to rent this place because their daughter had died, and this was part of their healing. So they stayed in this place, and then they decided to go to San Pancho. So they left this place, checked out. 4 hours later,
which we all know there's no internet.
4 hours later, her husband was dead.
Yeah.
So this is now her coming back to Mexico.
2 years later.
2 years
This
later.
is her
Because
now.
of COVID.
Her healing. Yeah.
She went back to the same place, so that's cool. So yeah, this is the sellers are telling me this because they really want the buyers.
They
to
really
know.
want to. So I think that whoever says no is a heartless person.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Eva was late too, and yeah, Kevin's boarding.
Leslie says, "OMG, that."
I know,
lady.
isn't that? I mean,
Christie says, "For me, that would be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You have to take her."
yeah. I mean, I'm not the one. I am definitely not going to say, I'm sorry, this deal can't go, or this poor woman can't go because these people. And the thing is it's a duplex, an up and down oceanfront duplex,
So they
actually.
could stay.
So they could still, if they really wanted to come down for however long it'll be until we close, until she leaves, they could stay up in the unit upstairs. It is smaller, but and I think people with a heart would not kick her out.
Christie just hopes that this person has a heart.
I hope that this person has a heart.
So we went to the house in San Pancho yesterday.
Condo.
The condo.
What was your point?
I don't know. I was actually going to tell you something.
Oceanfront?
Yeah.
Is it pretty? I didn't go in and see it.
It is gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah?
It is right on the beach. So the balcony, it's a glass balcony, ground floor, glass balcony, right on the beach, and just you're probably 30 feet or 40 feet from the water. So I'm thinking it might be in the federal zone.
And what about? Isn't that the one that they were trying to shut down?
I don't know if there's paperwork though, but yeah, we probably may want to. Yeah, that's something to think about because it was very.
Well, they
close.
have a deed.
They do have a deed.
So it's
Actually, it may have been more than 20, 30 feet. It was
had
like
to have
quite
been.
big. I mean, there was a lot.
Anyways, no, that's really cool. I didn't go
it
in
was
to see it
gorgeous.
because we weren't sure where it was, and so John just says, "I've got to go back. It's got to be on this road somewhere. We must have passed it." And the way it was described to us was that there was going to be like an empty lot across the street that we could park the truck in. Well, there wasn't, so we figured that couldn't have been it.
Well, the empty lot was changed.
But the empty lot had been
I
closed.
assumed that was the lot, but
There was no big tall guy.
There was no big tall guy, and we were told there was going to be a tall guy. What the hell happened to the tall guy?
And
What happened to the tall
his lot
guy?
is chained, so maybe he's got in trouble for renting it out to people.
Who knows?
Anyways, all right. Well, we are going to sign off. We're going to get the rest of our day going. We do have some friends coming over for dinner actually tonight, so that'll be lovely.
Where are we going? So these guys know, and then they can go also. Not to see us, obviously, but to go. To the market. It's Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you meant for dinner, and I'm like, I'm not inviting all these people to our house for dinner. We're going home, staying home.
No, we're going to the Wednesday market
I don't
today.
have enough meat thawed out.
And also, don't forget, you're invited if you're here to our Tuesday night grand opening at the new office.
New office on the plaza.
We have a really, really amazing mariachi band. Not cheap. Mariachi bands, not cheap. Because there's like 10 to 12 people, not cheap.
But it's worth it because
But
they're
we're
good.
getting 2 hours. It's going to be fantastic.
We're going to have an awesome evening. So if you are here, be here. Okay? All right. And if you can change a ticket and get here early, come.
Come do that. We'll entertain you.
We'll entertain you.
All right. Bye, guys.